every day between fear and hope, the fear to be detained and the hope of immigration reform. For almost a decade, human and civil rights of undocumented workers are at the center of several discussions in the mainstream media and different forums, as if there were a need to redefine the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and if such declaration were applicable only, not to all, but only to some. Deprived, not in paper but in actions, undocumented workers are being stopped for driving while brown, being denied health care, and being paid the lowest rates for their work. Issues such as racial profiling, racism, discrimination, and predatory lending are the most notable in the past 3 years, and if that isn't enough, under the excuse of our migratory status, we are labeled as illegal. Such label has deprived undocumented workers of the rights, if there are any left. Undocumented workers are the new immigrants of these globalized times, so their history in the southeast of the United States is fairly short. Compared to other areas around the United States, such as New York, California, Texas, and among other states known for their large immigration population. The Latino population in the state of Georgia has grown very fast in the last decade. So, in 2008, undocumented workers were 6.3% of the state workforce, around 350,000 workers, according to a report by the Pew Hispanic Center. Labor force that has been diverse and spread in different areas such as poultry plants, carpet industry, construction, landscaping, agriculture, and restaurants, among other services. Last year, the purchasing power of the Georgia Latinos totaled $15.1 billion, an increase of 1,037% since 1990. A report from Immigration Policy Center, based on the Peregrine Group research, mentions that if all unauthorized immigrants were removed from Georgia, the state would lose $21.3 billion in expenditures, $95 billion in economic output, and approximately 460 jobs. And at a time of economic recession, we don't know if we can afford that, to lose such income. The answer is not yet told. And as July 2007, 66 state and local agencies in the United States have formed local and federal partnerships under the 287G. The number of people deported in ICE 3-state region based in Atlanta more than tripled between 2006 and 2008, from 5,249 persons to 18,611. As the Georgia county with the longest track record is Cobb County, the COPS program bears further examination. Since July 2007, 6,386 inmates suspect of being illegal immigrants have been detained for immigration and customs enforcement, according to records provided by the Cobb County Sheriff's Office. For more than 2 years and under the 287G agreement, hundreds of immigrants have been deported. More than 60% of the persons arrested at Cobb County Jail were stopped going to work, or coming back from work, or going to pick up their kids at school, or going to the grocery store. These persons did not have a previous arrest, nor had committed a felony at all. They were simply honest and hardworking people. One thing in common of all these people had was that all were Latinos. The initial reason for the stop appears to be a minor traffic offense: speeding, no lights, low lights, broken tail lights, not wearing seatbelt, broken windshields, and then they are arrested for driving without a license, while penalties for minor traffic violations deserve a small fine. Hundreds of Latinos are being arrested, sent to Cobb Jail, and charged with enormous fines. Normal procedures give like the 48-72 hours period before being released from jail. That wasn't the case for undocumented immigrants, and most of them are held and eventually transferred to an immigration detention center. As per today, more than 6,000 immigrants have gone through that process just in one county. Latino families continue to voice many concerns, such as, why was I detained? I was only a passenger. I was waiting for my ride. Why was I arrested? I was walking to the grocery store. Why did the police detain me? I was sitting at the parking lot having my lunch and the police came and arrested me. And finally, why did they arrest me? I am a legal resident. Any weekday, 32,000 immigrants will sleep on a detention center. On 2008 fiscal year, the United States government deported 349,041 aliens. Among those deported, people with no criminal record made up the fastest growing segment. 2/3 of detainees were persons with no criminal record. Nationally, thousands of immigrants, mostly from Mexico and from different ethnicities, has been arrested and are arrested every day, while others that have suffered the pain and sorrow of being discriminated against, families are separated, and often such injustices are ignored. Is this because a lack of identity, or is there an absence of recognition of the struggles of others as our own? Perhaps we will be condemned to live in this already fragmented body without finding a common ground that embraces the human rights struggles of others as our own. Today, Monday, 4 days ago, Monday, Gwinnett County had their press conference. It's the fourth county in the state of Georgia having the 287G. Just to finish my exposition to you, is telling you that 40 days on the application, on the implementation of the 287G, there were 177 detentions, 48 hours. From that number, that 177 detentions, 64 were Latinos. And from the 64 Latinos, 59 were arrested for not having a driver's license. And this is a problem that probably they are going to be put on a hold of immigration, and many of these people on their minor traffic violation will be joining the group on Stewart Detention Center, that at this point they have like 1,700 inmates right now.